After a 3-year operation, police say they've now arrested nearly every single member of the Comancheros, the gang that arrived as a wave of 501 deportees from Australia and quickly made big strides in New Zealand's drug trade. Police say the gang even used illegally raised funds to bring a trainer into the country that 3 News understands was a former US Marine to put 15 of the gang's members through military-style training. It comes as the government's set to pass new legislation this week banning gang patches in public. Senior political correspondent Jenna Lynch reports.
Patches, guns, bulletproof vests, cold, hard cash. The latest police haul from their 3-year investigation into the Comancheros bikie gang.
Police has dealt a considerable blow to the Comanchero motorcycle gang for their illegal operations.
The Comancheros are as bad as it gets.
They are seen across Australasia as the most dangerous gang because of the transnational links they have and the propensity for violence.
The gang originated in Australia. A chapter grew here when patched members were deported under the 501 legislation. They set up intending to be the #1 gang in New Zealand and took the task seriously.
We covered the commandments of this group, right? And in the commandments, interestingly, they say that once a Comanchero, always a Comanchero, and that if you leave the gang, then you will be, they literally say this, you will be put in a body bag.
But now police say all bar 11 of the suspected 92 Comanchero members and its associates are facing charges.
Just about the whole Comanchero gang sort of taken down in one shape, form or the other.
The Comancheros are a very persistent group, not just in New Zealand but internationally. I don't expect they're going to stop their efforts, but it's very clear that we are ready and able to disrupt those efforts at every turn.
The police minister more gung-ho on that, counting prison time even before conviction.
They've arrested just about every member of the gang. When they're in jail, it's pretty hard, though they try to continue to operate.
Though the Comancheros did manage to smuggle camera equipment in to broadcast this haka. Police allege the gang was running a complex money laundering operation, drug importation and distribution ring, and a commission scheme to fund, amongst other things, military-style training for some of its members, even flying someone out to New Zealand to train them.
The Comancheros are a sophisticated crime group who go to great lengths to obscure their offending and to avoid detection. So the fact that we've been able to bring these prosecutions shows the quality of the police work that's being done.
Quality work completed without the government's new proposed gang powers. Legislation's due to pass this week, criminalising the display of gang patches in public.
Are these new powers to target gangs still needed?
They are going after a different set of activities. At the other end, gangs cause fear in our communities by their presence and the way they intimidate, and that's really where the other legislation is targeted.
A last-minute addition will see police given new powers to search gang members' homes for patches. Anyone who repeatedly breaks the patch ban will be totally banned from having any gang insignia, including in their private home.
We're fighting gangs, and we've been really clear about it. Gangs, there is no future for New Zealand young people being in gangs, and if the police want these powers, I'm very happy to give it to them.
Powers police seem more than happy to utilise in their war on gangs.
Kia ora, Jenna. On that legislation, why the last-minute addition to allow police to search people's homes?
Well, the government's saying it's because police asked for it. They are giving police what they want. They are backing police. But that doesn't explain the last-minute nature of it. It doesn't explain the Justice Minister's flip-flop on this, because police actually requested this way back in March, whereas this has only been introduced into the legislation recently after it was initially backed away from Paul Goldsmith. 3 News understands there has been and still is a level of discomfort about the gang patch ban among police, about the implementation of it, the safety of its officers when enforcing it. This new part of the law would give them an extra tool in the toolkit when dealing with gang members who are repeat offenders, who are repeatedly flouting that law despite officers pulling them up on it in public. And we have just learned that this legislation may no longer pass this week. That is because it is having to go backwards a step in the legislative process to do a fix-up of sorts. It is not to do with the private homes part of it, I am told, but rather to clarify that the gang patch ban will apply in private vehicles as well.